We call on all well-meaning Nigerians, civil society organizations, and the international community to join us in the fight for justice and democracy. Edo State deserves an election that reflects the true choice of its people. We will not tolerate any attempt to disenfranchise us or to sabotage the electoral process. The future of our state is at stake, and the will to defend. And we will defend it with all the strength we possess. I'm here to, on behalf of the Alliance, to address the press on the issues as regards the Edo State governorship election, which is in a few days from now, 2 weeks or thereabouts. So, permit me to begin. We, the PDP Youth Alliance for Good Governance, PYGG, stand united in our resolve to defend the democratic rights of the people of Edo State as we approach the critical governorship election scheduled for September 21, 2004. It is with deep concern that we address this press conference, drawing attention to the alarming and escalating harassment of opposition members, particularly from the People's Democratic Party, and warning against any attempt to subvert the will of the good people of Edo State. Recent reports have unveiled a sinister plot aimed at undermining the opposition in Edo State through a series of mass arrests and arbitrary detentions. We have received credible information that the Nigerian police, under pressure from certain quarters, is being weaponized to target and intimidate key opposition figures. Already, individuals like Mr. Amos Tom and Kingsley Osahon have been unjustly detained, while others, including Odion Olaye, Chief Francis Inebiki, Chief Olukaga, Festus Osaibovo, and Kelly Inedegbo, are reportedly on the brink of similar fate. This wave of political repression is not only a gross violation of the rights of these individuals, but also a blatant attempt to silence dissent and instill fear among the electorates. We categorically reject these tactics and demand an immediate cessation of all acts of intimidation and harassment. We call upon President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to take swift and decisive action to put an end to this undemocratic behavior. The planned mass arrest and detention, if allowed to proceed, will plunge Edo State into crisis of confidence in the electoral process. The president must ensure that the Nigerian police and other security agencies adhere strictly to the rule of law and respect for the fundamental rights of citizens. We are also compelled to issue a stern and unequivocal warning to the Independent Electoral Commission, INEC. We have it on good authority that there is mounting pressure on INEC to manipulate the electoral process and ensure that the votes of the Edo people do not count. Let us be clear. Any attempt by INEC to compromise the integrity of the upcoming election will be met with fierce resistance within the ambits of the law. The people of Edo State are fully aware of their rights and will not tolerate any form of electoral malpractice. We are watching closely and we will hold INEC accountable for the conduct of this election. Any action that undermines the democratic process, disenfranchises the electorate, or casts doubt on the credibility of the results will have grave consequences. INEC must understand that it is entrusted with the sacred duty of upholding democracy, and any deviation from this responsibility will not only damage its credibility, but also plunge the state into turmoil. The eyes of the nation and, of course, the international community are on Edo State. And we demand nothing short of a free, fair, and transparent, credible elections. We remind the Nigerian police and INEC that the right to freedom of expression, association, and assembly is enshrined in the Nigerian Constitution and must be upheld at all costs. We demand that those already detained be immediately released or charged with recognizable offenses in line with the law of the land. The use of state machineries to oppress political opposition is not only unconstitutional but also a flagrant violation of international human rights standards. We call on the resilient and courageous people of Edo State to stand firm in the face of these challenges. Your vote is your choice, and you must not allow anyone to silence it. We urge you to remain vigilant, peaceful, and resolute in the defense of your democratic rights. Together, we must ensure that the upcoming election is a true reflection of the will of the good people of Edo State. PDP Youth Alliance for Good Governance will continue to fight against any form of injustice and will not rest until the democratic rights of every Edo citizens are protected. We stand ready to mobilize and resist any attempt to subvert the electoral process.